Be honest with me. Have you ever trained fasted, cut yourself way too short on your daily calorie intake, or thought cardio was the answer to every struggle you had in your fitness journey? Because I know I did. Just like everybody else, when I began my health and fitness journey, I made a shit ton of mistakes. In my brain, I thought I was doing everything right. I thought I knew everything. But in reality, I was really holding myself back, really making the process harder and take longer than it needed to. I don't want you guys to make the same mistake. This week, I want to share the biggest mistakes I made that held me back in my transformation from training fasted, way under eating, not prioritizing protein, obsessing over cardio, and chasing perfection. If I had learned these lessons sooner, honestly, at this point, what am I? 5 years into my fitness journey, I couldn't imagine where I'd be at this point. Not to mention all the normal setbacks that we all experience with injuries and life happening. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Real quick introduction. My name is Bailaddis. I am a southeastern Wisconsin realtor who is on a journey to build the healthiest, happiest life I possibly can. And one of the main pillars of my life is health and fitness, 100%. I exercise 10 to 12 hours a week roughly. I love lifting weights and working out in the gym. I love cardiovascular training, whether that be on a bike or running. Honestly, I just love getting my body moving in any way possible. Mistake number one is a huge lesson that I learned not all too long ago. Training fasted is one of the most miserable things you can do. Whether it be endurance, just a constant bonk throughout your training session. Same thing with lifting weights, feeling incredibly weak, burning out fast. I learned this lesson the hard way on a bodybuilding prep. I mean, when you get down to single digit body fat, you're extremely light, you're already tired enough. And then throw on top of that, going into a workout with completely empty glycogen stores. You know, everybody would say fasted cardio, you're gonna burn your fat stores, maximize your fat loss. First off, fuck that. Here's what actually happened by training fasted. I had zero energy in my workouts. My recovery was dog shit. And I really was struggling to put the muscle on. My body was completely underfed and overworked. These days, I rarely will go into a workout fasted. I mean, I used to work out at 3 in the morning. Right now, I probably work out at about 6 a.m. roughly. I'll go hit a lifting session or a bike, and I just do whatever I can to get something in my body, whether that be a carbohydrate powder, a piece of fruit, some bread, a bagel, just some substance. Your workout's gonna go way better, trust me. Huge Nick Bare quote that I have learned to live by is train fueled and you'll never wanna train fasted again. That is a fact. Number two, this was a lot more common way early in my journey. Like I'm talking 70 pounds ago, just trying to lose weight, which I was successful with, but I could have made it a lot more efficient. I had the common misconception that eating healthy was eating a salad, a protein shake, super low calorie snacks, but I wasn't getting nearly to as close as the amount of protein I get in a day these days. And if I was, it probably wasn't a lot of quality complete proteins. If you want to see a weight loss transformation faster than you could ever imagine, eat in a calorie deficit, but eat 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. I weigh about 190 right now. I mean, I eat a minimum of 190 grams of protein. Most days that's like 220. You're eating in a deficit and you're eating that crazy high protein. You're gonna hold on to and build muscle while losing weight, most of which is going to be fat. I stopped eating out. I learned to cook healthy, high protein meals. Stop being lazy. Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, eggs, beef, chicken, any kind of meat. It's pretty simple. I hit my protein goal every day without even thinking about it at this point. Protein is the most filling macronutrient. You're gonna stay fuller longer, and it's gonna also help with little things like recovery after your workouts, and obviously the biggest point, building muscle. Mistake 3, cardio overkill for the wrong reason. A crazy amount of cardio to lose weight, not to build endurance. At one point, I was doing cardio every day to build as much of a deficit as possible. These days, I do cardio every day to build a cardiovascular endurance base as strong as possible. In my weight loss journey, I would use it as a punishment if I was unhappy with what I ate that day. Number 4, probably the biggest component of health, is ignoring the importance of sleep and ignoring stress. Staying up late for no reasons, sitting on my phone, leaving myself in extremely stressful situations, just relying on the gym and fitness as my therapy instead of using it as a tool I enjoy. I wasn't getting enough sleep. I was struggling to put on muscle. I was struggling with recovery. I was burnt out. The stress was messing with my hormones, making my cravings worse, makes it harder to lose fat. Once I began to respect the importance of sleep, getting a minimum of 7 hours, whereas I had nights in my previous job where I would wake up, I'd look at my Garmin and I had slept 2.5 hours, tossing and rolling in my bed, wake up at 2:45, 3 a.m. to go work out and film in the gym. It didn't matter at the time what I saw on that watch. I wasn't gonna miss a workout. I'm still the same way. I'm not gonna miss a workout, but I'm going to set myself up to be successful. I'm going to plan my day accordingly, go to bed accordingly, and be more responsible. Consistency is a lot more important than perfection. That's what the results are gonna come from. Huge lesson I learned the hard way, which leads us into our final mistake, chasing perfection. It was an all or nothing mindset. Either I'm gonna have a perfect day or I'm gonna have a shitty day in terms of skipping training, eating bad. You have to learn to bounce back and keep going no matter what happens, no matter what life throws at you. Know that you're never gonna be perfect. You just have to come to terms with that, and all you can do is give it your all, educate yourself, and prepare yourself as much as you can for the road ahead. Every one of these little mistakes taught me something, and I know there's plenty more for me to learn. The reason I wanted to make this video is I know how confusing and overwhelming this journey can be. I mean, I went through it. I'm living proof, especially when you're trying so hard and you're not seeing the results. It's okay to take a minute, take a step back, and reassess what you're doing. This goes towards anything in life. If you're working hard and you're not seeing results, take a step back. There's obviously changes that need to be made. Not only is the goal of a fitness transformation to change your body, I would argue it's about changing your mind more than your body. If this helped you in any way, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Anything you'd change, anything you'd add, I'm curious, leave it down below. Other than that, I appreciate you guys for clicking on the video, and I drop new videos every Thursday. I think we're gonna begin with a full day of eating high protein, low calorie next week. Stay tuned, fresh videos every Thursday. See you next week.